Hey Mom, it's Margie. I was gonna send you a letter, but this is kind of urgent. Well, not really urgent, but I need you to hear this now. So I'm just sending this video to you. Hopefully you get it tonight. It's just a letter and it doesn't have very good news in it, but I have to say. I want to start this letter off by saying how wonderful animals are. At my time here at Virginia Commonwealth University, I have found that there are too many people like that. Animals are the most innocent creatures. They waltz around on this earth without a care in the world. Because there are so many of them in this world, people think that they are disposable, that they don't feel pain, without any harm in mind. You, having a pet dog, know that dogs feel as if their purpose on this earth is to make their humans happy. I just wanted to say that before I started this letter. And here's the deep stuff, I guess. I don't think I can do this anymore. I know I've been talking to you since I was little about attending Virginia Commonwealth University. I know I've always said I wanted to be a researcher, and then I decided to make cosmetics because for some reason coming up with that chemical composition was so interesting to me. I like making people feel beautiful, and yeah Mom, college has been great so far. I've made so many friends, especially my friends in the lab. But what we're doing is inhumane. It's disgusting. I've seen the most heartbreaking things happen just in this small little lab, and I don't know if I can help anymore. Just wait until I tell you the things I've seen. The animals I've watched suffer helplessly. They can't help themselves. They just have to sit there and let it happen, because what is a mouse to do? It's tiny, and the most it can do is bite. But we're wearing gloves, so they're fighting a fight that they can't possibly win. Let me just tell you the things that have happened that have kept me up at night. And you know what the worst part is? I participated in this. I was part of this. When I first started going here, they told us about an experiment involving starvation. They wanted to know how long mice could go without food. They wanted to see if it was the same as humans. Ridiculous, right? Do you know how sad it was to go into the lab every day and watch those little innocent mice grow weaker and weaker? I could see their ribs. I could see their tiny labored breasts as if it took all of their energy just to breathe. I had to watch them as they died through a time span of a couple of days. The school starved 10 mice to death. Yes, Mom, I know what you're thinking. Mice don't have feelings, but they have nerves. They have little hearts that beat. Maybe they're not as smart, but they feel pain. They feel the pain of starvation. I told a friend and all they could say was, at least we gave them water. Even worse, my favorite rabbit was killed. I was in charge of feeding the rabbits every day and changing their cages. They make us students rotate out that job every week. But one morning, when I was going in to wash the cage and feed them, I noticed my favorite rabbit was missing. Her name was Carrots. Yeah, I know, cliche. But the thing is, they were eating carrots in the experiment later that day, so they wanted to get his cage cleaned early. But some idiot didn't take the blanket off her cage I like to put on there, so the bright lights of the lab aren't shining on them all night. He put the rabbit through the cage washer. Mom, the water in there gets up to 180 degrees. I can't even imagine how much pain she was in. And somehow it still feels like my fault. If only I hadn't kept that blanket on. The last thing I'm going to say, because I'm sure you're depressed now, is what my jerk of a professor did. He wanted to conduct a 9-hour surgery and we all had to watch. I complained about how boring it was, but I feel more bad about that animal. Apparently, our school had been practicing surgery without painkillers to not affect the results. It didn't happen just once. The school even got in trouble for not giving the animal painkillers until 9 hours after the surgery. I definitely can't go anymore. Help me find a way to tell Dad. I want to go somewhere else. Somewhere where they treat animals right. I'm coming down this weekend and talking to you both about it more in depth. All I know is that Virginia Commonwealth University is no longer the school I want to go to. With love, Margie. Well, I love you, Mom. Please don't freak out about this. I need to change. Love you. Bye.